and welcome back to Danielle's Desk. Today we're going to start a new series where I'm going to get you to help me choose my 2026 planners. Yes, we're at that time where we are looking at 2026 planners. We have to, because pre-orders are going to be coming out from different shops. Some have already started coming out now in in June. But primarily shops will start presenting and showcasing previews in August. So you can go ahead and get your pre-orders in and kind of get an idea of what they have to offer and if that's something you want to use for the new year. So usually I don't even look at planners this early. I just normally wait and be like, okay, I'm going to use this, and then end up changing the second month in the year. I mean, because, we're so indecisive, but I don't know. I've just been really thinking about what I'm going to use. I've been talking about it on Instagram, and I started just kind of like using some planners now, even though they're 2025 planners. Most of the time, formatting and things like that still remain the same with new planners. Maybe the covers change, the colorway changes, that type of thing, but primarily the guts usually stay the same with most planners. So I thought about, let's play around with some planners right now to see if this is going to be a really good contender for 2026. So I have shown on here that I use the Papertess Manager's Notebook, and I absolutely love it. And I can tell you right now that that is going to be my planner for work for 2026. I am just waiting for her to do the pre-order, and that is through Papertess. So part one of this series is going to be Papertess Designs. This is my second order from her. And this series will probably last, I'm going to say, through the fall. As I start getting, seeing more and more planners out, we will start reviewing them and things like that. And I'll present them here. And then we'll hopefully, make a 2026 lineup. So what I got here is I got a 2025 weekly notebook from Papertess. And I don't know the color on this. Oh, yes, I do. It's sand. The color is sand, so it's a really pretty neutral color. I also got and this is in the weeks size. So y'all know I currently use weeks for my purse planner, everyday, on the go, catch all, whatever you want to call it. And then this is an A5 yearly notebook, and this is in the color Sage. Now this one I got this second quality, so it was discounted. I think this may have been discounted, but this isn't like a second quality, like a oopsie or anything like this, but this is. And then this one right here is a notebook from Papertess, but I didn't get this straight from the website. I actually got this off a seller off of Macari. Sorry if the lights just flickered. We've been having, our lights have been going on and off. It has just been crazy. So if it flickered, that's why. So anyway, I got this off of Macari. So we got 3 different things. So I'm already obsessed with her manager's notebook. So I thought to myself, let me see what else she has and, if we want to use it. So we're going to start with the weeks, which I am very excited to start thumbing through and using. First of all, the quality on this cover is so nice, y'all. Oh my goodness. It feels almost like butter. I mean, it feels so good. It looks like rose gold embossing here. And then it has the Papertess designs down here in the embossing. It is so nice. When you flip, this cover is thick too, very thick. And so you get a belongs to page. Let me move this out of the way so we can kind of look at this a lot better. Then you get a year at a glance. So you get all of 2025, and then you get this little grid area here. And then you get, I don't even know what to call this. You could do a number of different things with this. I don't know what you could use it for, but if you have any ideas or use Papertess and I don't know what I would use this for, but it's unique. So I don't know. I don't know what I would use that for. And then we have, this is kind of similar to the sterling ink that I have, where I know I would keep my weight. I would use this as a weight, a habit tracker. It looks like maybe a perpetual calendar maybe, and it's broken up into 2 months at a time, so not like a quarterly thing, but like 2 months at a time. And this is dated, and I love dated. I do not like undated at all. So this is, again, very, and I the only thing I have to like do a comparison is sterling ink, because that's what I currently use now. But very, very similar, just a basic, and all of the months are together. Which is my sterling ink like that? I think my sterling ink is like that, with all the months are together. So we have all the months together, and it goes all the way through January 2026. So that's nice. So you get an extra month in here, and then you get just this blank grid page, and then you move into your weeks. This is my first time really looking at this. I mean, I saw it on the website, but then I didn't. I like this. I like this. Okay. So you have your space, which I like here. And then if you wanted to extend this space over, so say for instance, you were writing something and it wasn't big enough, you could extend this space here if you wanted to. You could do this as like a grocery list, or do this as your notes section, which I think this is big enough for me, because the space that I have for sterling ink is not very big. And then this could be like a calendar for the week. Of things you need to check off. This could be a check off. Like, this could be your grocery list. You could make this for your habits. I would love to see some videos on how other people are doing this. I'm going to do a search and see if there's someone using this format, because I am curious to see. I need some inspo, but I like looking off the first eyesight glance, I like it, because with the sterling ink I just have the horizontal, and then I just have, I think, what, grid or dot grid on this side, and that's it. So this kind of breaks it off, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So you have your weeks, and then you go to the back, and it's just all grid, nice grid pages where you can write, and I love that, because I like to put certain things in the back. But I love this format. So now I'm on the hunt to find videos. So if you know someone that uses Papertess designs, and you know that they use this format, leave their handle down below so I can check them out, because I am so intrigued. So just FYI, we're going to be testing this out now. I'm not just buying these planners just to buy them. Like, I'm going to swap out my sterling ink, even though I've already decorated it and everything, which I probably should have waited on, but I've already decorated it. But and we're gonna swap out for this one. Now, as far as stickers, there's not a lot of places I can put stickers. About that, see, with my and I didn't bring my weeks in here, but with my sterling ink, you know, I had just spaces to kind of play around with stickers. So I'm going to have to be very strategic on where I place stickers, and it's going to have to be very minimum. But what's most important to me is not stickers, y'all. I like to play around with stickers, but this is a functional planner that I use for everything. And having something that's a functional layout where I can put everything is highly important to me. So I love this. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to be probably tonight, binging videos or whatever I can find, and then getting this all set up. So comment down below and let me know if you would like a setup video. I can do a setup video tomorrow. I'm filming this on Friday. This is going up on Friday. So let me know if you would like a setup video, because I can definitely do that. So very impressed so far. So we're going to put that one off to the side. So this is an A5 yearly notebook. I love this color, y'all. It's so pretty. So what I am thinking about using this one for is for academic. So this is the reason why I got this. My planner lineup, which is listed down below in the comment section in case you're interested in my planner lineup. I use a weekly for my on-the-go catch-all everything here. I use the manager's notebook for work, and I use an academic planner, and that's essentially my lineup, aside from my play planners, which I call my book planners, but that's my lineup. So when I went to choose something, I wanted, you know, like if I go to choose from a shop, I want 2 different options, if that makes sense. So this one is, it says chapter 25, the yearly notebook. It feels just like the weeks, very good quality. This is a full year. So same thing, you have the belong to page, and then you have this grid paper here, and then you have this yearly overview, which looks different than this one. So yeah, this one, it looks different. With this, you just have like the calendar, and then you have this grid. With here, you have like a grid section after every month. And then you have a yearly overview. So that's what they call this page, is the yearly overview. And I'm seeing this by the titles up here. So maybe it's because she didn't have room to put that, but they're calling this the yearly overview. I call it a perpetual or I call the other one a perpetual calendar. So this one is in quarterly, and so this one's not, and it's probably because of size, because this is what I'm used to, is the quarterly, like the months in quarterly. And this is when I was tracking my weight, and I was putting my weight here and everything, and then which we may be going back to that. Unfortunately, if you saw my stories, I'm going to be doing starting a wellness series on perimenopause, menopause, and cortisol levels. So if you are interested in that, you want to make sure that you're subscribing to my channel, because that is going to be coming really, really soon. I've already started reading the literature on it, and I want to share some things with you because, honey, I am on a different journey now. When you're going into menopause, is a different beast. So anyway, we may be going back to this, but again, I'm not using this. This is an academic planner, so this is not going to be. I would track it in here. And then this right here. Did we have this one in here? No. So this one's different. Oh, this is quarter 1 for the new year. Okay, so she gives you 2026. So that's nice. Then you get a grid page. Oh no, it's for 2025. So this is confusing. Okay, so this is something really, really separate from here. So you have this, and then you have this. It's so much tracking. I don't know. You know, I'm only using this for academics, so this is a lot of this is actually way too much stuff that I need, because I don't need all this. Now, granted, I'm hoping that I can use this when I start my doctorate in 2026, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. And then you have your months, which I use my months for my academic. I track things here, so the space is good. A5 is always good. I prefer a bigger planner for academics. So, and then with this one, it's not like this one where all your months are at the front. Now you have like your month, and then you go straight into your weeks. So this, when I actually focused in on this format when I was getting it off the website, because this is exactly what I need for school. What I currently use is an hourly, and I don't need an hourly. I'm a full-time student, but I'm an online student. So I'm not going into classes physically. So what I do is I use the hourly, but I write all over the page. And I'm just essentially using it like a notebook. So, excuse me. This is going to work out perfectly because I'm able to put what I need to do today, but then have all this space, because I take 2 classes a term, that I can put everything that I need. So I can literally either section off here and have this part for I need to write notes, or this part or down the middle or something like that. So I love this format. And then you get extra pages within the week. Oh, this is so nice. This is a game changer. So I love the fact that she has extra pages between the weeks. This is going to work so good as an academic, minus all this other stuff at the front. I do not need any of this at the front, like none of it. But I love that. This is great. The paper is Tomoe River, so if you're just curious about the paper. And then in the back, of course, there's a bunch of grid. So I'm very impressed. And just looking at this format versus, which the horizontal could work too for me from Sterling Ink as well, but this is going to work really good. Like I said, it's just unfortunate that I won't be able to use all this valuable stuff at the beginning, but this is going to work good. This is a really good contender. Both of them are really, really good contenders, I'm telling you. So let's look at this notebook. So I always like to have a spare notebook. I got this one in the B6 size just to get it in another size. I mean, usually I have a notebook in the weeks. And I don't know if she had a notebook in the weeks. I don't remember. It could have been sold out. I don't remember. But I normally, in my cover, I have a planner and then I have a notebook in the back. That's typically what I have. But when I move over to this to play with it, I'm just going to keep my Sterling Ink notebook. But this is, it has gilded edges. It's so pretty. Just like comparison of Sterling Ink. The cover feels the exact same. It is in that same color sand. And the embossing looks to be gold on this one. And it looks to be rose gold on this one, but it looks like gold on this one. But it's so pretty. And it's just all grid paper. So we're going to be testing this out. Like I said, I don't have any intention on, what I'm going to use it for aside from making notes, because that's what I use this for. I mean, not this, but my Sterling Ink notebook. But we always need a notebook for something. So definitely got that. So we're going to play around with this one. But so far, y'all, I'm pretty happy with the opening of this, helping me pick my 2026 planner with Papertess Designs. I mean, I'm highly impressed with the quality. The shipping with Papertess, she ships fast. It comes UPS, but there is a tariff tax and it is quite high. But I was expecting it the second go around. The first time I was expecting it, but maybe not this high. But again, I would only be buying from her essentially once a year. So I'm going to be, if I choose these planners, I'll be buying it again once more. But hoping that would be the last of it, obviously, for the year. We still have 2 more shops to try from. So the next shop that I will feature on here, and it is en route, is Lauren Phelps Designs. And I ordered, I think, 1 planner from her, and it is a week's planner because I have a few friends that rave about Lauren Phelps Designs. And so we're going to play around with her planner. And then I believe that the last in the series will be Sterling Ink. So the thing is, I'm only going to get on here and show you the Sterling Ink that I currently have, because I do have those 2025 in my possession. I think the only difference with hers is that there'll probably be new colors, but the formats and sizes, of course, won't change. So, but I'm highly impressed. Leave your comments down below, especially if you use Papertess Designs, or if you know of a channel that uses Papertess Designs, so I can get some inspo. So thank you so much for joining me here at Danielle's Desk. If you liked looking through Papertess Designs, please give the video a thumbs up. If you would like to see more content from me, especially in this series, consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.